welcome back to Entre Nos. Yeah, we haven't been here in a while, actually. I don't think we recorded for like 2 weeks, no?
Yeah, a week and a half.
And a week and a half? Oh, poke my eye. Yeah. When was the last time we recorded? I don't know, but it's been a while. And I wanted to start off this episode by saying sorry because we didn't release an episode last week. But I think we were just super crazy busy. And it's about to get busier for you because your wedding's right around the corner. Mm-hmm. How are you feeling with that?
Super excited. I'm feeling really excited.
Any last details that you're just like stressed about or that are in your mind that you're like, I need to get that done?
I think everything's done. I hope.
For like the wedding?
Yeah.
What time does your misa's at 1, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then you don't have to say the church because I was looking at the invite earlier this week, and then the thing starts at what time?
4. From 4 to 9.
Oh, from 4 to 9. Oh, okay. Because that's what I thought. But it doesn't say, does it say the time that it ends?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, okay. Because I was looking at it and I didn't know that the misa was at 1. And I'm just like, oh my God. I told him, hopefully he doesn't work, you know?
He usually doesn't work on Fridays, right?
Sometimes, yeah. It just depends. But it kind of, ahorita's kind of picking up. So they're waiting on jobs to get like approved so they can start.
Right.
Start them or whatever. But if anything, I'll probably just show up with Milo if he's working to the misa. And, but are you excited or?
I am.
How is it? Can I ask like, how's your veil or you don't want to talk about that?
Oh, mi velo?
Ajá, tu velo.
It's long.
It's long?
Yeah.
Okay,
it's a long veil.
Let me tell you this, because this happened to me for my wedding.
You had a long veil?
I had a long one. Like, I wanted a long one. So I had, like, a long veil. And it was beaded around.
Okay.
So when I was walking down the aisle, I could feel the beads kind of, like, getting stuck with the carpet. Like, I could feel it arrastrándose.
You had the church was
Yeah.
What's wrong with me? Park it. Carpet,
Yeah, so I was walking, but I was trying to keep my head where it wasn't like.
That's so irritating.
Yeah, so, and you've been to Blessed Sacrament, right?
Yes.
Okay, you see how long the aisle is? I had to walk down the whole aisle. And I was just like, oh my God.
You could feel like the beads pulling back the veil.
Se estaba arrastrando, yeah, like it was dragging. A little bit. It was kind of dragging, like the carpet. So I could feel it, you know, like.
Yeah.
That.
Were you nervous walking down?
I was. Mm-hmm. Do you have flower girls or no?
Yes.
How many?
2.
2? Okay. Another advice, a tip, right, that I'm going to give you. Make sure that when you walk down the aisle, they're already sitting down.
Oh.
Okay, because if not, if they're down the middle or 3/4, he's not going to be able to focus completely on you because there's people like in the aisle. I don't know how big the aisle is because that happened to me. Like while I was about to walk down, like
still
when they opened the doors, they were like still like walking. And then I showed up but Roland told me that he's like, you know, like he's like, I was looking at you, but I also like
was looking at them.
Yeah, porque era mi niece. Mm-hmm. It was like 2 or 3.
That's a good tip because I had no idea. Like,
yeah, but I just don't know how long they are. Yeah,
make sure they're sitting down.
You have a coordinator?
Mm-hmm. Like a church coordinator and a reception coordinator.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Not like a full wedding planner.
Well, a wedding planner for the venue. Yeah, she was the one. Well, she didn't do the wedding planning. She's just coordinating
from the actual venue.
The day of, she'll be coordinating.
Okay, because I do know some people that I hire, like, wedding planners. I remember I wanted to do that, but I was like, I don't want to deal with, like, brides, you know? But
brides.
Like, bridezillas.
You wanted to
I wanted to
coordinate weddings.
Yeah, or the events. Yeah. But, yeah, so that's... my suegra called me that one time.
Really? Why?
And I was just like...
What did you do for her to call you that?
Because... I was at the venue the day before the wedding and the DJ was asking me stuff. She was asking me stuff. My mom was asking me. The bridesmaids were asking me. Everybody was asking me. So at some point I was just like, holy shit, like, I'm done. Like, just stop. Like, you know? And then she got mad. And I remember she's just like, okay, nosotros ya nos vamos. And grabbed her stuff. And Roland's like, you realize that, like, she has a lot going on right now, and then you want to, like, add more to it by acting like that, you know? But, yeah. And then she's like, sí, eras. And I'm like, don't say I was, because
that was the only moment where you showed them frustration.
Where I felt frustrated or over. It wasn't even frustration, but I was overwhelmed with everything, you know, because it's just like, everybody's gonna come to me because I have to tell them what I want. It's so
funny because you know my answer to those questions. No sé.
Yeah, I know.
No sé.
Kik is the one.
Yeah, dude, literally, I would just say, no sé. No sé, ma.
Oh my God.
She'll be like, ¿y qué va a pasar? No sé, ma. I don't know. Oh my
God.
And like sometimes I might know. That's why I'm working on it. I need to know how to just answer questions that I don't want to answer. Answer them in a way. But you do know. Sometimes I do know.
But you don't want to talk about
because
it.
Then it's gonna drag on, and then another question is gonna come up, and then
so you just say, more. No sé.
And I just say no sé. Yo, baby, because it's like maybe it's none of your business, so no sé. You know what I mean?
Damn, I've asked you stuff that you don't know.
But I'm trying to work on like how can I better answer questions that people ask me instead of saying no sé when I do know.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. How so technically you're lying, right?
Yeah.
It's a white lie.
It's a lie at the end of the day. Not even a white lie. It's
what is a white lie? A white lie.
Like there's no such thing as a white lie.
Oh, I don't even know why I said that. I've heard that, I think.
Yeah, but it's like an innocent lie. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. But it's like at the end of the day, you're lying.
Hold on. Let's reverse back to before we get into how will we answer a question we don't want to answer, right?
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about the wedding, right? So basically, that's my tips. Make sure that your veil is good to go, but it's floor, so you should be fine. Make sure the flower girls are seated, so you can have that wow factor.
Okay.
You know, another tip would be if your gifts, people are gonna be giving you money.
Okay.
Right? Like if hopefully they give you money as gifts, right? Have somebody that you can point at.
Oh, okay.
That can grab the envelopes and go put them in la cajita. So you don't have to be the one walking all the time. Oh, shit. All the time. About to knock myself out. Walking all the time, you know?
That sounds good. I think, you know who's going to be in charge of that? Probably the coordinator of that day.
Oh, probably that's true.
I'm going to be like, imagine. I'm just kidding. I really like Brandy. Her name's Brandy. We had a meeting with her through Zoom, and I really like her energy. Being calmada, tranquila, you know, and yeah, she's excited. So, yeah, I don't know how I'm going to be like, con una campanita, Brandy.
Oh, my God. But yeah, those are things that I think that were on my mind, you know. But other than that, I hope everything goes as planned for you.
Me too. I'm honestly like me and Kike were having a conversation earlier today, and I was telling him that I'm choosing my battles, you know, like a lot of things are not important to me where it comes down to the wedding. Like that's not important.
Like what?
So it doesn't matter to me. Como decorations, like
yeah, I forget you're one of the boys, that's why.
Like the decorations, who's sitting where.
Wait, we have assigned seats. Who am I sitting with? Like some good people?
You're sitting with nothing but my clients. I have like just
my God,
clients table. Yeah.
Okay, I guess. Are they only guys or are they bringing their wives?
Yeah, they're bringing their wives.
Okay.
And they have kids.
Okay, so we're good.
So, yeah, I think I was just like, oh, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm really there for the sacrament and like to have a good time.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was just like, I told Roland when I saw that your misa was at 1. I think to me personally, that's the most important thing.
Yeah, la misa.
La misa, right? So I told him like, if you work, I was like, if you work, then I'll just go by myself, you know? And then I'm like, and as soon as, we can talk. I have to see the address. And then I have to see, is it your regular church?
No. Oh, yeah. That's where I regularly go. Yeah.
Está por acá, right?
It's in Pearland.
Oh, okay. Oh, donde fue el bautizo de...
Yeah, you had told me.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Because my thing was like, okay, well, I'll go, you know, I'll go by myself. And then on the way back, I'll just pick up Milo from school. Or whatever. Because if not, I feel like... I mean, he can go, but then I'm just like... Right. We're going to have a field trip. Oh, no, that's the... Damn, I'm really confusing my days right now.
On Friday is el field trip?
No, he has a field trip the 9th.
Oh, okay.
Next Thursday, yeah. But anyways, yeah, point is, to me, it's very important. Like, if you guys are listening and you ever get invited to a wedding, the most important thing to me is the ceremony.
Yeah.
Like, because that's the time of the the event where they actually become
get
one
married.
and
Yeah.
they get married and, you know, all that
Yeah.
stuff. Our church was full. So I was really happy that people and family showed up, friends showed up to support us and like something so beautiful like that, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm excited for you. You're going to be a married woman.
I know. And even that, like, I think it gets more like, I hope like a lot of people go to the church. I'm like, el que llegue, el que tiene que estar ahí va a estar
Eso sí es
ahí,
cierto.
you know?
I think we both had that mentality. We didn't care who showed up.
Yeah, I'm just like, el que pueda ir, va a ir. El que tiene que estar ahí va a estar, you know? Like, it doesn't...
Yeah, because you never know who's actually...
Who could and who can.
Yeah, you can. At the end of the day, as long as you show up and don't get cold feet, or he shows up and doesn't get cold feet, that's what matters.
Literally.
Porque si no, imagínate. That's going to be like, that'd be crazy, you know? But moving on to how to answer a question nicely, right? Or not even nice, that you don't want to answer.
Yeah.
You just say you don't know.
When I don't know what to answer, I can't think of it in the spot. I don't want to get creative with my answer. I say, no sé, man. No sé.
I guess what kind of question would it be?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think, like, if I've ever been in a situation where
just a question that might lead to more questions that I'm like, why do I have to tell you that, you know?
Yeah. Like for your wedding, for example. Right? Or just in general?
Yeah, just in general, really.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm sure I've been asked questions that I don't
like,
want to answer.
platicamos eso. Maybe, right?
Yeah.
And then
we
nunca
can talk
llega
about
la
it later.
plática.
Yeah. I do that.
Yeah, maybe. Al rato platicamos.
You know what I do?
Yeah.
What I do a lot is sometimes I'm on the phone and I'm like doing something and I'm just like, they're just talking, you know? And
you're just there breathing and working on something else.
I'll just either put my AirPods and I'm working on the stuff, but I'm still listening to what they're saying. But sometimes I feel like I have to find a way to cut the conversation because I gotta really like focus or do something else, you know.
Yeah.
But to answer the question like that I don't want to ask, that I don't want to answer, either I think I'll say I don't know, or I think I'd say I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess I'm trying to think of like the question, like what would it be for me to give an answer? You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like I'm trying to remember the last time I answered something that I didn't want to.
That you answered. You didn't answer the question. Nomás le diste la vuelta and you're like, no sé.
I'm sure I've done that.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, I think that's the nice way to go about it.
Yeah, instead of saying like, ¿qué te importa? O sea, ¿qué te importa? You know, like being ugly about it. I just be like, no sé. And then sometimes I was like, ¿no sabes o no me quieres decir? And I just started laughing.
They tell you that?
My mom, she's like, ¿no sabes o no me quieres decir? And I just started laughing.
Oh my God. No, I don't think I've been in situations like that. I don't think so. If anything, I'm really open to say and talk, and I love to talk, so I don't think I've had questions like that. You know what I mean? That I don't want to answer.
Right.
But there is times that I'm on like mid conversation, and I'm just like at the event. We were in mid conversations, and I think Roland talked about it, how he was just like looking
dragging.
around.
Oh, yeah. Dragging the conversation with somebody for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, not even dragging, but like we're having a conversation with people that pull up, but we also see somebody else pulling up, so we're just like, I'll be back in just a second, and then we go greet that person, just because as host you kind of have to greet who shows up, right? So the I'll be back in just a second is a lie, because are you gonna be back in just a second? No, right?
Yeah,
I was like gone, like
we're done with that conversation.
Yeah, but it's good to catch up,
yeah,
you know, a few minutes and then just go to the next person like that.
Right.
But yeah, damn, you're saying that a lot.
It's tough.
Right. Who showed you that? Who says that?
No, that's what it means, like moving on.
Okay, like Milo.
That's why. What?
Milo does. Moving on.
I'm like, yeah, right.
Yeah. But getting into one of the subjects, they sent a question, right? They're like, is personality or looks more important to you?
Personality.
Obviously, that's easy.
Yeah, personality, but I mean, like, looks still have to play. Like, you still have to be attractive. Like, you still have to be attracted to the person.
Have you ever been in a relationship where you're not attractive to them, but you're just not emotionally there?
So I have had a crush on somebody who was like, ew, but his personality was like, oh, honey. So, yeah, I had a crush on him. And then he came clean to me to tell me, like, hey, I had a crush on you in high school, blah, blah. And I was like, dude, me too. But, like, you're just my friend. And he's like, yeah, I didn't want to ever, like, say anything to you because I thought you were just too pretty, like, out of my league. And I'm like, you're right. Good that you didn't say nothing because you would have made things awkward. But then we went, like, on a date or two.
Right.
No. Yeah, we went on a date or two and then, no.
Yeah, no. For me, I feel like younger, I think I did kind of care for looks, like middle school type of relationship. But once I got in high school, no, that went out the window. Because my ex, so Roland's obviously been together for so long, right? But my ex before him, I'm sorry, but he was fucking ugly. Like, he was. Like,
Yeah.
I think the cutest thing he probably had was dimples.
Okay.
You know, but I don't know. It was just like he
Ugly.
was not cute.
Like not your type of cute.
I don't have like a type. Like,
okay.
I dated like a gangster guy. I dated like a
cowboy.
No, like a dancer guy. Like I dated like a nerd. Roland's the nerd.
Pero todos con pantalón guango.
No, not the dancer guy.
Really?
He never like sagged or anything like that.
Okay.
When I met Roland, he didn't sag either. So siempre nunca, like only my middle school one, he sagged, right?
Yeah.
But he was like into that gangster stuff or whatever. And then the other one, no. After that, I realized like I didn't like that, too much. So I started dating like that guy, and he would dress up like a cowboy sometimes.
Okay.
So he would do streetwear or whatever.
Yeah,
and then with Roland, he never used to dress as streetwear as he dresses now.
So ¿qué te llamó la atención of this guy who was
so
not good looking but have dimples? What was it about him?
His personality.
Yeah, but what about his personality?
It was crazy because
She's not reminiscing, Roland.
No, I'm not. It's funny because I used to hate this guy. I thought he was so annoying. So I didn't know how his personality came about, like me liking him, right? Or I never even crushed. It was just a likeness, He was so annoying. He would bother me a lot, and that was the annoying part. Like, dude, shut the fuck up, like, like that. And then it became where he became my friend because I would find him annoying, so the conversation would like flow more, right?
Yeah.
So then as he became my friend, it's when I'm just like, oh, okay, he's actually nice. He showed me the not annoying side. He showed me like I could take you for real, like,
Yeah.
So then I remember when I told my cousin, she was like, no, he's ugly and he's a little player and all the girls want him.
Right.
No, not all the girls. Sorry. Like I had like cousins that two or one cousin that wanted to date him. And it was just weird.
He was not that ugly.
Yeah, he was ugly. No, he was ugly. And I mean, he's cool though, right? Like he was cool at the time, even though he would like go back and forward between me and his ex, right? But my point is, at that time is when I realized, because my middle school boyfriend, I never thought he was ugly. I thought he was cute, So going into it with this guy, I was like, oh my God, he's ugly. Yeah. But I mean, and I remember thinking to myself, wow, I'm not the type of girl that is into the looks because he's obviously ugly and I obviously like him, I thought to myself that when I was younger. I'm like, well, I guess I'm not about the looks. So then at that point is when I realized not to care for looks,
Yeah.
because there is people out there that are cool.
Yeah.
And they're likable, right? So yeah, that's my story. And then I met Roland and he was like more on he was not preppy when I met him, but he would dress with a collared shirt, tighter shirts, not loose how he wears them now. Like, like it was different.
Kind of preppy though.
Yeah, kind of preppy because he had to dress nice because of school.
Right.
And that's when
because he was like the smart kid, right?
We were at a smart school.
Oh, okay.
We were all like at a smart. We all had to wear collared shirts, todos. So he would dress up, and then we started like dating, and I knew that he was in the choir at church. He would dress up like with the button up and the
very
slacks.
Formal.
Yeah, super formal because he was era lector, and he was in the choir at church. So I've been with Roland through different eras of his style, you know, and now he's into like the streetwear. Well,
You've
he's
liked
always
all of
been,
them, or has there been one that you're like, I don't like that one?
I liked all of them. Yeah. I feel like we both have changed over the years. I mean, it's already been 13 years, you know. So we met when we were in high school. So obviously the styles have changed. I know I dressed corny at some point too, you know. But I think I like his streetwear style the most because I feel like he's
comfortable.
You know. So I like it. I like to see him feeling good, you know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Go check out his Pontelo.
Yeah. But with that being said, I want to talk about feeling good. Okay. When we come back. We'll be back, guys. And we are back. So let's talk about feeling good, right? So have you heard the song "Feeling Good"? It's like a super like old song. It's I'm feeling good.
That's so funny because I was like feeling good.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Okay, what about it?
So I was listening to it or whatever, and I was just like, damn, I feel good. Like I feel happy. And I thought last week I met up with some friends, right? And one of them said, wow, like she's like, how you been? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I've been good, you know? She's like, and I'm telling her like, oh yeah, like I started working here and we'll see about this job or whatever. And then she's like, man, she's like, I can see your happiness. She's like, you look good, you know? And then I'm like, I am happy. I do feel happy, you know?
Yeah.
She's like, sí se nota. Like, I can see it. I can feel it. Like, she's like, you just look happy. And then I'm just like, damn, I remember like while I was working at the school, I just wasn't happy, which is crazy because I thought I would have been happy.
Right.
I remember I prayed to get that job, you know? And then like I tried for like to put my name out there. Rose. I tried to put my name out there like in the school while I was subbing so I can get the job, you know? And I ended up getting it and I was just not happy, you know, which is so crazy.
It wasn't what you expected.
Yeah, not at all, right? So then I'm like, now I feel like I'm good. Like I don't feel like stressed. Like I'm just enjoying the moment, you know, and like Milo has a field trip coming up and
you're like, gonna be there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be able to go, right? So they sent the thing like, oh, parents and kids, you have to pay through this link. So I paid for both of us, right? So then they said, parents, you have to pay at the door. We'll refund you if you paid through the link. Okay. So I paid through the link, so I have to get refunded and then pay at the door. Yeah. And then they said, and then the teacher sent me a message. She's like, hey, I just wanted to let you know that you're an official chaperone or whatever for the field trip.
You don't even have to pay.
So you don't have to pay. So I was like, okay, you know, like, thank you, you know. She's like, I hope that's okay. I'm like, yeah, it's great, you know. But in my mind, like that happened today in the morning. So I saw that and I'm just like, dang, I do feel good. Like I'm feeling happy. So then on the way over here, I was thinking like, when I wasn't feeling happy, what did I do to get myself out of that situation, right? I wasn't feeling happy. I was feeling happy emotionally, right, with my family. But I also like physically no estaba happy porque I wasn't working out, you know. And then mentally no estaba happy porque mentally I was getting drained at my job, right? So it was those three things that came to my mind. Was I feeling happy mentally, physically, and emotionally, right? And only one of those was the one that I was happy about, right? So then now I'm like, this is what I was thinking, right? I'm like, okay, I'm working out. I'm not eating healthier. No, I'm not. But I am working out, right? And I'm drinking more water. So physically, I'm doing something to make myself feel good. So check, right?
You're happy about that.
I'm happy about that because I'm doing something. Yeah. Eventually, we'll get to the step of meal prepping, right? Yeah. To emotionally, I couldn't be more happier with my relationship with Roland, right? We've been through so much together in all these years, you know? And I feel like we're at a point in our life where we're both mentally there for the relationship, but also for our businesses and as parents and then as a couple, right? So I'm like, I'm happy about that. Me as parents, so emotionally, I'm good. And then mentally, I'm like, damn, I'm good. Like, I'm happy porque there's so many things where, like, how you said, like, if you don't want to answer, you're just like you don't, para qué, right?
Yeah.
So then I feel like I thought about it, and I'm like, I caught myself in multiple situations, let's say in the last month, right? That I could have been a part of a chisme, but I literally chose to, like, not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So let's just use for an example, like if two people are talking and I'm here and I'm doing whatever on my phone, and if they want, I can
They're
hear
bickering
them.
and they're talking about somebody else.
Yeah. And I could, normally I would be like, oh, who or what happened, you know? But I stopped myself from doing that. Like,
Yeah.
I was just like, I thought to myself in that moment, do I really care? No, right?
Yeah.
So then I didn't even ask or anything. So I told Rolling, yeah, like, I feel good that I didn't even ask. I don't know what they were talking about. And normally I would have been like, why? What happened?
That's
or
crazy.
Or that's wild. But because as a person, I was so used to always trying to help others solve their problems, and then it became mine, you know? So then mentally I was just like, damn, I'm mentally there. Like, I'm mentally wanting to do money. I'm mentally putting myself out there. I'm going to the Provocative Experience for Jazzy Fit's event. She invited me, right? So then I'm like, normally I wouldn't want to go because for Spoiled Latinas, I was super nervous, right?
Yeah.
And I went. And then they invited me to another one, a Latina conference. And I went. And then I was just like, I need to show face. I need to go to these events, right? So then Jazzy's like, she was texting me and blah, 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 right? And she's like, that she invited me. Her tickets are like $200, dude.
Dang.
So
yeah, you better go.
Yeah. So then when she told me, right,
Yeah.
if I wanted to go, and I'm like, yeah, I'm down, right? But originally I wasn't going to go because, one, I wasn't going to spend that money on a ticket because as much as I want to support, I do have
Bills to pay,
yeah. You know? So then I was like, when she invited me, I was like, all right, so now I'm about to put myself mentally, physically in a situation where I'm going to go and see nothing but fitness girls.
Yeah.
For the most part, right? For the most part. And I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. You know what I mean? Porque I'm just like, I'm not physically where I want to be.
But you look good.
You know? But I look good and I feel good, right? So then I'm excited for the event. And normally I would have been like doubting myself, like, damn, do I even want to go? Do I want to go by myself? I only know her. She's going to be busy. Like, you know what I mean?
What am I going to be doing? Am I just going to be standing there?
Yeah, I always think about these things before these other events that I've had, right? So then now I'm just like, fuck it. Like, I'm going to go. I'm going to meet some new people, talk about the podcast, and move on.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, for me to even think, like, I'm just breaking it down because it needs to be broken down, right? So for me to go from thinking like this to like doubting and just all that stuff, right? Self-doubt, and then being okay with not fitting in
the crowd,
but still going, you know?
Not knowing how you're going to react.
Not knowing how I'm really going to feel, you know? But I'm mentally preparing myself to feel good.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's like, even if I'm in a room full of girls that have a nice ass and are super skinny and they're fit and I'm not, I know I got something to show for. Like, you know, whether it's not my ass, right? But we have a whole podcast, you know.
You're very well spoken. Like I have a charisma. Yeah, you can talk. You can talk to anybody.
So my point is, whether you're put in a room with nothing but like beautiful 10s, you know, 10s, fit girls, and you're the 11th girl there that is not fit, you know, like I know
you ain't a 10, but you an 8.
Yeah, right. And right. You can still you're gonna show up in that room with the confidence that I'm just as equal as you all, right? And mentally I feel like I'm there because again I don't think I'm superior to anybody, so then I believe nobody's superior to me,
right?
You know, and leaving that toxic job made me think that, because it's just like, nah, bitch, you ain't gonna be above me. Yes, you're my boss, but that's just the title at the end of the day.
But you don't run me.
Who are we stepping out of this place? Tell me. I know I got more, but I'm not superior to you, right? treating others with respect. So my thing was that I wanted to put it out there that I was feeling good. I am feeling good emotionally.
You've been feeling good.
I've been feeling good emotionally, physically, and mentally.
Yeah.
The physical part could be a little bit different, right? But we're working on it. You can't feel good unless you mentally tell yourself, okay, 3 things. How are you mentally?
Yeah. The thing is too, like, decluttering everything, you know, like having a good decluttering of your mind, putting boundaries with your phone. No more. That's enough.
Yeah.
Shut down the TV. Getting your place together, cleaning, clears your mind, clears your thoughts. You're just like, you know what, I'm gonna throw on some alabanzas tonight. We're not listening to no reggaeton.
You never sent us the
I know, dude.
playlist.
My fiance added me to his Spotify thing. Family plan or something. I've never had Spotify, so I'm late to the game. I'm very late to the game. I only use YouTube.
Follow our podcast.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. So now I'm gonna get all the alabanzas on Spotify, make a whole playlist, and then I'll send it to you guys. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody apparently has Spotify except me.
No, but I'm asking, like, how do you feel mentally?
Good, great. Honestly, right now I'm just writing with whatever comes. I'm learning how to let go of control. I've always been
go with the flow.
Yeah, I've always been so under control over everything. Like, everything has to be as I already planned it in my head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I already had a plan. So it's got to be executed the way I said it in my head.
How do you think it's going to go
months
with
ago.
Kike? Because it's different when you are with somebody.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why we were talking about it today earlier, that I was like, you know, that I've been able to choose my battles. Like, I could have used my controlling self to say, no, this is how we're going to go about it. This is how I want the wedding to go. He's the one who has gratefully, right? I'm so grateful for him. He's been the one who has said, this is how I want it, and this, and I've given him the power. But I could have taken it and be greedy and be, I could have taken that power and still not cared.
And so what?
And still not cared, because I don't care how it looks. Yeah. You know, I don't.
Yeah.
When I step in,
like if you would have been selfish or something.
Yeah, like I could have done it out of like malicia.
Yeah.
And been like, no, that's not how I want it. This is how I want it.
Especially because normally these are things that girls do.
Yeah.
Not like the malicia part, but they handle the decoration side of the wedding. They handle like 90% of the wedding. You know.
So when we met with our priest this last time, he was so like, whoa, like you guys are like opposites.
Yeah, y'all are opposites.
How he is, how I am, opposites, right? Like we did this whole inventory of like where we were at in our relationship, and the way I answered was like, oh, we're great. And the way he answered, he was like questionable, right? So the priest was like, usually the woman is like the one that's questionable, and the man is like, we're great. Like, I don't find no problem with my fiance. To me, Kike's great. He's good to go. He said, and Kike thinks that I need a lot of things to work on.
And how does that make you feel?
It's like, okay, like...
Was that like a wake-up call?
No,
like...
I've been knowing. I know. I mean, we talk all the time.
Right,
I know.
Right.
I know. I know he thinks I'm a little bit crazy, and I gotta change.
Hey, so now that whenever y'all are arguing or...
But in my defense... Hold on. In my defense, baby, you're a little too sensitive. It's not me, baby. It's you.
Not that deep. It's not that deep.
You're just a little too sensitive, and I'm not. Whereas I'm just like, that's what it is. Cool.
You want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
So, me and Rolling kind of got into... We didn't get into an argument, but we kind of did. Yeah. Not really, though. Mm-hmm. So, I was going to pick up the banner for the event. And I had to go meet up a girl for a purse, right?
Uh-huh.
I had to meet up a friend, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, why? Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, you ruined our plans to go eat, which it was never a plan.
Yeah,
but
it was
he
just
made
a
that
thing.
plan because he's like, oh, él en su head dijo, vamos a ir a comer cuando ella salga, cuando se desocupe, right? So since I couldn't, I'm like, just go get some food. Like, I'm good, you know? And he's like, damn, you ruined our plans. So that actually made me feel bad because I was just like, damn, like, sorry, you know? Mm-hmm. So then I texted him and I was just like, sorry that I ruined the plans, you know? I didn't even know, basically, like, I didn't even know that was going to be a thing. I'm like, but you did, like, make me feel bad. And then he said, don't be too sensitive.
Those were my intentions.
No, he said something like,
don't be too sensitive.
Like, he said something como within the lines of don't be sensitive. Oh, he said don't be sensitive or something like that. I got so mad.
Yeah.
But I didn't even go off in the text because I could have gone off, right? Like, I could have said something that I would have probably, like, because in the moment, in the heat of the moment, I was just like, don't be sensitive. Like, I'm somebody that's not sensitive. Like, and you're telling me not to be sensitive? That's how I took it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to reply back and be like, what? You know, like,
nobody's sensitive. Like, I'm just saying.
I know. I wanted to be like, I know you're not telling me to be sensitive when he's sensitive. You know what I mean? So then I just put okay. I just put okay. Because sometimes the word okay is so powerful, you know? So then I just put okay. And then, we talked about it, later. Yeah. Not the same day, maybe a few days later. And then I'm like, it's funny that, jokingly now, right? I was like, it's funny that you told me, don't be sensitive, when in reality, you're hella sensitive. Like, Roland cries for literally everything and anything. Yeah. Like, right? It doesn't seem like it, but he does. He's an emotional guy, you know? I'm not an emotional girl.
Kike doesn't cry.
No, like, Roland is like, okay, like, when Coco came out, the movie, have you seen it?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, he cried.
Cuando se murió la abuelita.
Yeah, I think I cried too.
And Coco was singing to her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, he'll cry for movies, you know?
Me, I do.
Yeah, you know. Like, I don't. Like, I'm just like, are you about to cry, bro? Like,
I go through the emotions with the whole movie. Yeah.
Damn, Kike can't make you feel those emotions or what?
It's reality. It's reality. I know.
And you're like, the movie's a fantasy.
Yeah, it's a fantasy. I'm going through the emotions. They want to put me on a roller coaster. I'm going to go on it. But me and him, we're not in a roller coaster. It's reality.
That's true. But yeah, so once we talked about it, it's funny because he's like, he started laughing because he knew that I'm not sensitive, right? Yeah. So when you saying that with Kike, it's just like, he's a
sensitive, not about like crying though. He's sensitive as in like, if I pick his buttons, they're gonna be picked. I'm gonna see the emotion of being picked. But me, like, I'm just like,
so who gets mad first, Kike?
Eres más enojón. I'm just like, ya te enojaste.
Oh my God, me too.
I'm like, bro, ya te enojaste. And he'll just be quiet. Pero se le pasa, you know, like he'll just get over it. Yeah. Like, but I'm just like, I'm just joking, or I'm just like, I wasn't even, es no es pa' que te enojes, you know? He'll get mad.
No, yeah, like, me and Roland, sometimes he's like, I don't even want to talk about it. Like, he'll say that, and I'm just like, or whenever, I'm just like, okay, dude, like, whatever. Like, I'll let you be, right? I mean, it's just, he's saying something, and I'm just like, I'm going to just put it out there, like, if I'm on my, I can multitask with certain things. I can't multitask with, like, if I'm on my phone and I'm reading, I can't
listen.
I can't listen. Sure. You know, I can but not really. If I'm watching a video, I can listen to what you're saying. Yeah. But sometimes I feel like I do zone out, especially this last month that I started working. And I just feel like my mind's just been running and just, you know, I'm like just busy and just running. So then I feel like I'm never like I saw in a post that a girl said one of her goals was to slow down and take it easy. And in my head, I'm just like,
no, sis.
I don't know. Good for you, right? Good for you. But I feel like I'm happy. I've never been so busy in my life and happy.
Yeah. Like,
you know what I mean?
You've always been able to say, I'm busy and I'm happy that I'm busy.
Like right now, like I feel like I'm busy and I'm happy that I'm just up and going. You know what I mean? But don't get me wrong, I do get drained. Yeah. And it's going to catch up to me. I know it is, you know.
And then you're going to have to slow down.
And I'm going to have to slow down.
And then your guilt is going to be like, pick it back up. Your head is going to be like,
But then enough. I also feel like, okay, I already know that my week to slow down is going to be when I do Alegres Milagros. Yeah. Because I know that I'm slowing down and I'm giving back. Yeah. So I'm going to be good to come back. You know what I mean? So mentally, I already prepared myself for it.
To slow down. Like me slowing down is like the weeks leading, 3 weeks before the wedding. Yeah. And then after the wedding.
Isn't this the third week to the wedding?
So I'll be off from the 13th till like the 1st of December. Yeah, from the 13th to the 1st of December.
I have a necklace like that.
Esta se la compré a la muchacha.
Oh my God, that's the one I have. Yes. Vibes by Grace.
Yes, I bought it from her.
That's the one Roland and Milo gifted me for
Ya la
Mother's Day.
Le quité todo el bad juju.
Oh my God. Did I get mine's blessed?
Yeah.
Probably not.
I got mine's blessed.
Yeah, so I have that one. I was looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to touch it so I don't make it ojo?
No, I don't believe in that.
I'm just asking because I know people are like...
Breaks. As soon as I walk out of here.
Damn, hopefully not. But yeah. So that's how I just wanted to touch on that. Share with you guys and girls that watch that I'm feeling good.
That's good. And we're happy for you.
And I'm super clap. And I know Alondra is always feeling good. I'm sure you have maybe a day or two that you're just like...
Absolutely.
But it's probably just like tiredness.
It's a moment.
It's a momentarily thing. And I feel like we do go through stuff. Yeah. Like I have a friend that I know, she just went through something major in her life, and I'm happy to see her. Like she dealt with that major change in her life. Yeah. Like major, right? And I saw her. I'm as an outsider. I haven't even told her. I probably should. Like as an outsider, I saw her. I talked to her after the fact that it happened. Why are you smiling?
Because I'm thinking of something. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Tell me. No, tell me.
Because like going back to like the momentary things, like I've thought of crazy things that might never come true, but this is how controlling I've been, right? Over my life, that I think way far ahead. So I've had moments.
You already know your due date, huh, for your baby?
No. I've had moments where I'm like, may this not happen, but what if it does? That I become a drug addict again, right? Might not ever happen, but what if it does? I'm already preparing for all scenarios in life. It'll just be a momentary thing. That's what I put in my head. It's just a moment.
It'll just be like a month.
It'll just be a moment. Probably nobody has to know. God got me.
Girl,
He will never let
if
me.
you ever feel the temptation, call me.
Yeah.
Call me. I'll talk you out of it.
Yeah.
Okay?
But I probably won't. Yeah, I've always thought of everything like, if I'm ever stuck, I hope it's just for a moment. Just a moment.
And nobody can unstuck us.
Yeah.
But us.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, why share with people? It's my struggle at the end of the day. It's mine.
But sometimes you do need the people just for the support.
Yeah.
Just because you have somebody.
It's hard to find somebody, though. Because this is what my little sister struggles with, right? I always putting her name out. She struggles with, like, sharing. And then you have power over what I just told you, over my struggle. One day I piss you off. And you come and you hit me where I was most vulnerable at.
But
so that's what she's like. That's why I don't give no power to nobody. And then I'm like,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's true.
Because if you think about it, okay, I told you one of my deepest secrets.
Yeah.
And then if we stop talking, you decide you don't want to be a co-host no more. Honestly, me knowing that you know one of my secrets is going to fly through my head. Because I'm like, if she decides to share it, if you decide to share it with all your clients. Yeah. Then you're the person that looks like a chismosa at the end of the day. That's true. It is my business out there. Yeah. But if you go and tell your clients the coraje or the anger, and they're gonna go follow me, they're gonna be like, oh, this bitch is good. Like, she looks happy. She's good. La otra está hablando de ella por hablar, you know?
Por coraje o por...
Yeah, so I feel like... And I used to think like that with my older sister, though.
Like not sharing things with your
older sister. I never wanted
to share.
But when I was young, and I knew if I shared, and she said it, because she would get mad and sacármelo en cara in front of my mom. Yeah. But I mean, that's a sibling thing. It's a sister-sibling thing. So it's normal. Mm-hmm. But now that I'm older, I don't mind sharing. I don't mind. Like I said, I'm an open book with certain things.
I'll
certain
share
people.
With you if I ever want to do drugs again. Ya me convenciste.
But it's just one of those things where it's just like, at the end of the day, if you decide to share something in that moment with that person, it's because in that moment, that person is there for you, you know? And if a year or two pasa and y'all don't talk no more, like, okay. Yeah. Like, I haven't talked to Rose. Yeah. I haven't
and y'all went through like so many things together.
But we went through so many things. And if we stop talking,
it's fine.
whatever we lived through in that moment in our lives, I'm happy with, because I know I was happy, you know?
And I have had a lot of girls reach out to me. We have a phone conversation and they just tell me all their problems. And I'm just like, wow, I just really admire that. From you, like, what an honor that you're sharing, you know, whatever you need to get out of your chest with me.
I know you don't care.
No, I actually do. I'm like, what an honor. I could never, though. I could never, like,
well, maybe because you
pick
don't
up my
have
phone and
that.
call somebody.
Well, you don't have that person in that moment, you know what I mean?
No se me viene a la mente that I need the support, or I need...
Yeah, it's because it doesn't even have to be like, the person's literally doesn't even have to do anything.
Yeah.
Okay, like
just
me,
listen.
like me and Priscilla, my cousin's girlfriend, right? Mm-hmm. Like, me and her call each other for the randomest things, and then we just start venting to each other. Uh-huh. I can literally be like, hey, what kind of jugo do you give Penelope? Whatever. Yeah. And then from that, it could lead to a whole venting session, you know? And last time she texted me, she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I know that every time we talk, I'm venting. And I'm like, dude, don't worry about it. Like, if anything, like, I'm glad you're venting to me, because it's just, that's what I'm here for. Who
else better than me?
Who else better than to listen to you, you know? And be in the loop of the chisme. But not really. But it's just more like, it's not even being a part of the chisme.
Yeah.
It's just more like, okay, well, I'm talking to her. She might be dealing with something. I don't know if, God forbid, one of these conversations just becomes like, Evan, I'm so stressed out. Like, I can't handle Penelope anymore. Like, I can't.
Yeah.
I never know if that's going to be a conversation. But if it ever becomes one, I want to be the person to
be like,
be there for you. You know, like, let me give you a break.
Yeah.
You know, don't worry about it. I got you, you know?
Yeah.
Like that. So it's same for you. Okay? So if you ever think about doing drugs,
amiga.
call me. Okay? Same for y'all. If only if you have my number.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things. Like, the momentarily things.
I highly doubt, right? Because I do believe God has delivered me from all that. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, dude, what if I, you know, a little Xanax?
What if I'm like, what if I'm stressed? Kike doesn't let me cook for him. I want to cook for you, baby. Como le dijiste?
Yeah. I want to cook for you, baby. That's all I want to do.
But talking about the momentary things, let's touch on that really quick, because I wanted to talk about my friend's kind of story a little bit, and then touch on what I admire about it.
Okay.
Let's go on a quick break. And we are back. So, talking about the momentarily thing, how you said, I'm glad you do think of stuff like that. I've never thought about the bad stuff in the future, you know? The only bad thing I've thought about, and me and Rollie have talked about it, is if we ever get a divorce, right? But before we get into that, let me tell you the momentarily thing with my friend. So, I kind of saw that she was posting stuff, you know, on Instagram, but I'm not one to be like I should have been like, no, not bad stuff, but like that she was kind of going
through something. Okay.
Yeah. But I never reached out because I was like, well, I know her, and she knows I'm here for her. So if anything, she'll reach out when she's ready. You know, there's only certain people that I know that
they would.
I can be like that. Enough. You know what I mean? My close group of friends, like, I hope that they know that if they need me, I'm there, right? But I saw her and I'm just like, all right. And then she texts me one day. She's like, hey, like, can I come over? And I'm like, I was going to be busy, I think. And I was just like, actually, I think we were going to record. And I think I had told you, oh, can we reschedule or something? Because I knew that if she wanted to come over, it was because she was going to tell me what was going on, right? So then my point is, she's telling me everything that she went through. And I'm just sitting like, damn, what the fuck? You know, like, I'm sorry you had to go through that and that I wasn't there for you, you know, while you were going through it. Because I would have wanted to be that friend for you, right? But at the end of the day, I'm still like here for you. And but the thing is, like, she told me what happened. She caught me up with everything, right? And then now I step back and I see her, and then I seen that she went through all this stuff, you know, in like a month time frame. And I see her now, and even though I know she's probably still hurting, it makes me happy to see that for her, that this big change in her life was like a momentarily thing. Yeah. Like, she's like, I'm done. Like, I'm worried about myself now, and she's moving on, you know?
That's beautiful.
Moving on. But she did struggle.
Yeah.
For sure the first 2-3 weeks, right? But this happened, let's say from July, and then by September she was good. Like that, right? So my point is, even though that I see her now, because I see her a little bit more now, or I'm talking to her a little bit more just to check in or whatever, I see her and I can see how her brain is just like wanting to do more, wanting to
getting
do good.
out of whatever she was going
getting
through.
out of her funk. Yeah, like, but because it's just one of those things, guys, like I've said it on here, I've been on here while going through a funk. Like, it's crazy, you know? And it's just like, if you're going through a funk, just know it's a momentarily thing, right? It is, but you have to be the one
to say, okay, I'm getting out of that moment already.
Like,
I need to get out, because moments can last a year. Moments can last 2 years, especially with grief. Like, when you're grieving something, that can last, I feel, years and years and years. We have to be able to say, okay, it's time to let go, or it's time to learn how to be at peace.
Or grieve differently. Yeah. We all grieve different, right? But like with my grandparents, I still grieve them till this day.
Yeah.
You know, and that was since 2008.
But it's a different way of grieving them.
Yeah. If I feel like if somebody recorded my life from when they passed away till now, it's completely different. Like, I'm a different person, you know? My grieving then was just like beyond. I had anger, like, you know, that's when I fought that girl, and like, and it was just terrible.
You were acting out of character.
Yeah, like, you know, I fought her, and then my mom in my relationship was just so bad, but she lost a mom, and I lost my grandma, right?
Which you
was basically
like
my
your mom.
Yeah. So our relationship was terrible. Yeah. And then now, sometimes, like, I see my mom, and I know that my mom still hasn't been able to grieve her happily. You know what I mean? But you can grieve somebody and still be happy.
Yeah, it's like,
and it's okay.
An honoring way.
Yeah.
I am going to grieve you with a lot of honor.
Yeah.
Bring a lot of honor to your name.
Yeah. So
through my actions, through the way I choose to live my life.
Exactly. So I want to read you a message that I sent. It's in Spanish, guys, to my family for Alegres Milagros, because I thought it was super dope. I haven't even posted the picture, which I am going to post it today, but I sent them. So let me show you the picture. So Alegres Milagros is now in the baseball field in Santa Polonia.
Wow.
Mexico.
That's
right?
beautiful.
I know,
that's
right?
crazy.
Dude, I'm not an emotional person, but I see this picture. It makes me want to cry.
Wow.
You know why? Yeah. Because my grandma's name was Milagro, right? So I sent this to I sent my family the picture, and then I sent them this message.
Don't cry.
I was like, hola familia, nomás les quería enseñar que pusieron el nombre de Alegres Milagros en el campo de Santa Polonia, México, right? I'm like, mi abuela Milagro siempre fue una gran persona. Oops, I put person.
Siempre fue una gran person.
Una gran person. Siempre estaba alegre y era muy generosa con un gran corazón. Y plantó eso en nuestros corazones para ser generosos, ayudar a otros y desear lo mejor en las personas. Esta es una de las razones por las que Rollie y yo elegimos el nombre de Alegres Milagros en su honor, y solo quería compartir esta imagen porque su legado vive a través de nosotros. También para dar las gracias a quienes donan a mi pequeña causa.
Aww.
I was like, as I was typing that, dude, I did most of it in English and then translated and fixed it. And then I was like, damn, like, my grandma was a very giving person, you know, and I grieved her like super bad at the beginning, you know, but now I grieve her happy, like, and my grandpa, both of them. Like, when I think about them, there is times that I do get sad, which is normal,
right?
You know, it's normal to get sad, but grieving is like, you can still grieve them, like you said, like, and honor them. Yeah, like, you don't have to be sad. It does take time. There is no time frame. No, within a year you have to be good. No, because nobody knows how you truly feel. You know, or the change that their death might have caused to you. Like, for me, it caused me like I drastic
think that would
change.
Be for sure one of like the toughest like seasons to get out of. Because when I think about Kike passing, dude, it cannot happen. To me, it's like, no, that's something that I'm never going to be able to deal with. Like, I've been able to control myself to be like, okay, let me prepare for this. Porque es natural que mis papás se mueran, right?
Yeah.
It's natural. Okay, how am I going to approach that? And kind of like be able to put myself in those situations and rationalize with myself, like, this is the way you want to handle yourself. Maybe nobody else will be able to handle the funeral expenses, doing this, doing that. Okay, I should be able to, though, you know, like, and then maybe grieve them. But the smartest plan, right? Let me handle these tragedies that are gonna happen.
Yeah,
a smart way.
Yeah.
But Kike, dude, no, like, that's not like.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. That I know exactly what you mean, because especially with everything that's happening like across the world, you know, and I see the videos of the kids, dude.
You need to stop following those pages.
I don't follow those pages. I do not.
That can even like give you a heart attack or something.
No, yo no. Honestly, I don't like watching it. Roland, he'll stay in tune with everything that's going on, and he'll kind of tell me, but I can't. Like I'm telling you, I probably seen like 2 or 3 posts.
Yeah.
But on my
saw
story,
a whole page that they follow. Like,
yeah, there's a page,
dude. And a lot of my people that I know are following the page.
Well, because a lot of people like to,
dude,
they
like,
want to stay.
Pueden?
Yeah, no, it's not. A lo mejor it's just to stay informed, because somebody has to stay informed. ¿Me entiendes? Like that's the reason for the page, so we know we need the awareness. Yeah. Like, look, wake up. This is happening. Yeah, this is happening for real. While you're recording the podcast, somebody's dying over there right now. Yeah. Like, that's how serious it is, right? But for me, it's just like I can't see those things. Yeah. Like, I can't even picture. I worked at a funeral home, like, and I was just telling my niece this. I was like, as a parent, you want the best for your kid, you know? I remember, I was telling her, I remember when I saw the body of a 6-month-old baby. Like, I remember seeing her, and I touched her foot, and she was so cold, you know, like, and it was just one of those things where it's like, now that I'm a mom, I'm just like, I can never, not even picture it, like nothing, you know? Yeah. And same with Roland. Like,
there's no preparing for that.
There's no like,
wanting to be controlled.
And I worked at a funeral home.
Yeah.
And I know you can't prepare. Like, you should go prearrange. If you want to prearrange, hit up my tia Sonia and Yaya. They were one of the episodes. They have the information, guys. You need to get some knowledge. Even if you don't buy nothing, just go get the knowledge. Because this is stuff that you need to know, you know. But as much as you don't want to plan for that, you know, for your loved one, like in this case, Kike, right? Like with me, with Roland, I've thought about it, and I'm just like, I don't think, like, he's like, well, what would I do? And I'm like, I don't think I'd ever remarry. For sure, I'm not going to have kids, you know, because I'm like, I don't want to have kids with somebody else, you know? Yeah. Like, no say, like I don't think I can find somebody in the whole world. I don't think I can find somebody that's going to care for me as much as he's cared for me. You know what I mean? And it's a different type of relationship love. Like, of course, my mom loves me. Of course, my family loves me, you know. But once you're in a relationship, it's a different type of love. So I understand you 100%. Once you have your kid, though, you're going to understand.
It's going to be times 100.
Seriously, yeah. But the saying goes like, I know it's going to sound weird, but in your family, the husband always, it's you, your husband, your kid. Right? It sounds ugly, but it's really like that. Like, because your kids
I agree.
Up. Yeah. No, I agree too. To an extent.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is too, like, who plans for your children to grow the way that you want them to grow? It's the wife and the husband. Like, you guys are the ones that are the core of the whole thing. Like, you know, so it's like, it really is the most important thing. Me and Roland
so dramatic with each other. Like, we're like, if somebody had to kill us, like, and they told you to choose one, who would you choose?
You would choose Milo.
No, never.
Yeah, right.
No. Our answers, each other's answers
so dramatic.
I know. La otra, I'm going to be a drug addict, but it's going to be more entirely like... No, I think we both said we would kill ourselves. Instead of like having to choose or whatever. But yeah, it's super dramatic scenario. Like, if somebody has a gun to your head and you have to pick one, who would you pick? I choose me. I was gonna do a reference of Grey's Anatomy, but you're not gonna get it, so I'm not even gonna say it.
Do it for them.
It's like esta Meredith Shield. I'm gonna show you. Actually, I'm gonna play it so you can laugh. Okay. It's, you know how I said I choose me, right?
I don't watch TV, guys.
Yeah.
Maybe when I can afford a TV, probably I will.
This is the.
So pick me. Choose me. Love me.
Oh. Oh.
Pick me. I'm gonna tell the guy with the gun in my hand. Pick me. Choose me. But yeah. But before we went into that, we were talking about grieving, right?
Yeah.
And then you said that the whole scenario with Kike.
Yeah. Dude. Like, I have been able to be like, okay, let me prepare myself for this grieving, right? I probably am going to have to grieve through that. You're crazy. And you know when I do that is when I'm praying, dude.
You're too crazy.
I know. When I'm praying, like, I already feel almost... But I've been like that since I was a kid. When I was little... I don't know if I ever told you this story. When I was little, I was like a troubled kid. When I was really little.
Pobrecita.
Wait, I was like Milo's age. I'm not kidding. I was that small. I remember playing that I was like dying in the bathtub. You did tell me. Cutting my veins.
Dude, I don't
through
even...
the motions of like...
We had this conversation and I think we came to the conclusion that it was because you would watch like novelas or something,
yeah,
right?
But I feel like...
Like, that's crazy for you to even think that.
Yeah. That like my parents are coming in and they're grieving me. And I'm like... Todo va a estar bien.
You seen those TikToks
I feel like
where
it's
the
always...
girls are dead and then there's somebody like, ¿Usted es mi camisa? Like that you're dead and your sister shows up and she's like,
that's funny.
And then you're like peeking with your eye open. And
yeah.
This is why if I send you videos, I know you're not gonna watch them, so I never send you
watch
stuff.
What?
Like stuff like that, like TikTok.
See, they send me all the time. My fiance's sister, she's always sending me TikToks. My sister send them to me. Yeah, I can see them, but I can't like go on and keep browsing around.
Oh, okay. I'll send you
I can only see the one that you sent.
Okay, I
can't see other stuff.
Yeah, guys, because sometimes it's hard to have conversations with her because she doesn't know what the hell I'm talking about. Like a reference, basically. But yeah, I'll start sending you some stuff.
So I have seen that a lot of people use like you're using the voiceover of another girl for a funny moment.
Like an AI?
No. Like
right the computer?
No. Evelyn, where's your brain going? Right now, where you said choose me, pick me, that's a whole little TikTok thing,
that's
right?
A reference.
Yeah, like a lot of people use that, and I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, oh, you don't know about that?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
I'm
like if the girl on the...
It's like a little voiceover. That
Yeah. Like if I can do a video with Roland and he has elotes and I can be like, choose me, pick me, like that, right? That's what you're talking about.
You would never. Yeah. I'm like, what is wrong with her? But everybody's probably like, oh, it's so funny.
It's so great.
I'll be the one to be lost. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah. That's why I was like, she probably wouldn't be the best one for posted.
Yeah. You know, it'd be funny, though, to have me there and for me to be just clueless.
Well, I want to do another episode of all of us at the end of the year.
Okay.
To wrap up the year, you know?
Yeah.
Because that one was fun. The recording of that one. I just feel like I was so far back. I tried, but Roland's like, I'm glad that it was you porque...
You talk loud.
I talk loud, yeah. I'm like, it could have been me or Alondra because we both talk loud. But yeah, I don't know. It was just really funny. I don't even know how we ended up in this. Like, we went from grieving.
We always do this. Y'all know we do this.
Yeah, but before we wrap it up, guys, I wanted to talk about Alegres Milagros. I know I touched on it a little bit, but we are accepting donations. As of right now, the date I'm putting till the end of the year, December 31st. But depending how, crazy packed we are on our trip in January, I might take some passing that date, or if we were able to reach the goal. As of right now, I have 23 toys, and then I have like 12 books that got donated. So
wow.
I know I'm super happy because I'm like the little Spanish books section. Like I'm excited to like add something to the library. Maybe buy a bookshelf and then con tiempo add more.
Yeah.
You know, like make it a goal. Like, oh, I want to buy.
Okay, remember, they have to be in Spanish. The books have to be in Spanish.
Yes, guys. And if you're gonna donate a toy, please don't donate like
Used one.
no used toys. If it's used, I'm not getting it, because you just gotta think about it like this. Like, yeah, it might still be a good toy, but they want to open a brand new toy.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, it has to be new and it has to be unwrapped, because I can't take them wrapped crossing the border. But yeah, Spanish books, so they can obviously read. And if you buy toys, not toys como, let's say, maybe Monopoly, you know, but like a Spanish version, because a lot of the instructions are in English, you know, or like card games, if they're, you know,
Que sean like si dicen que tengan las direcciones en español.
Yeah, because it's, because imagínate, like, ¿qué van a hacer? Like, you know? So I did have my first year. I remember that they donated like a bunch of board games. And I was just like, the kids are not going to understand.
Be able to, yeah.
So I did take them, and I think I asked Roland's cousin, like, hey, like, who do you think would be best to give these to? And I remember she told me.
Los niños grandes, ¿no?
Yeah. But yeah, we're accepting donations. This year, it's a little bit different because I'm not gathering like 300 plus toys. I'm doing like 250. I'm going to be doing Spanish books and some school supplies and possibly maybe 2 to 4 bikes.
Okay.
So,
how come 4 bikes?
Well, last year we did 2 bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we can donate 4, I mean,
Another
if the money
2,
is there, because I'm capping the toys at 250.
Okay.
We're not
so lo
going,
que sobre, maybe it'll.
Yeah. So if people still donate, and then I'm already at 250 toys, the money is gonna go first to the school supplies.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And then to the Spanish books, and then to the bikes. Yeah. So for sure, I want to do 2 bikes. For sure, I want to do 2 bikes. Me and Roland probably buy one out of pocket, you know, and then have the other one donated. But I do have some people saying that they might be interested in buying a bike, so hopefully that goes through. But yeah, I'm super excited because in November, when we go after your wedding, hopefully we're able to go if everything's good over there, you know, because it's been kind of dangerous. If we're able to go, I'm going to go check out the library and see where I want to put the little bookshelf at. And all the books that we donate at the back is going to say, Donados por Alegres Milagros.
Like a little tag.
Like a tag, yeah. So, like that. I mean, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how the system is over there, right?
I don't think they even have one.
Well, they told me they had one, but it was little.
Yeah.
And that the books were all like kind of like ugly.
Beaten up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And the supplies that I want to get, I'm trying to I want to do like baggies, like 100 baggies, and give them to like the older kids. Yeah, I think I put like pencils, erasers, markers, crayons, like just a bunch of stuff, you know, on my Amazon. Oh, I have an Amazon wish list, so if y'all want to go ahead, check it out.
¿Dónde lo vas a poner?
It's already on the Alegres Milagros.
Okay.
But here, I'm going to ask Roland to add it on the description. Yeah. But if you follow me on Instagram, my personal, you should also follow Alegres Milagros, is on there on the link, like the link in bio, right? And, but yeah, I'm super excited because it's just like, this is our 4th year doing it. I was kind of scared.
El tiempo.
Yeah. For real. Because I was kind of like scared.
So I guess I've known you for 4 years. Because I was around whenever you did the first one.
Yeah, I guess so. You were around, no? The first one?
Because for the second year, you gave me a box. The first year, I brought you the toys.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. And then you've gotten a box every year, basically. The second and third year. I still got to give you your box.
Yeah. And put, like, where they can write their names.
Oh, my God. Yes. Because
on the boxes.
I've been, the people that have donated, I've been trying to write their names so I can, you know, forget. Or I can just give you a clipboard. So they can just, or they can just,
I'll put it on my notes or something.
Yeah, on your notes. So I can put them at the end and just give it to Roland or whatever. But yes, guys, if you find it in your heart to donate this, all of the donations are going to Santa Apolonia, Mexico, and the surrounding areas, the people that are able to pull up. This year, the goal was to go further, you know. But since it's been kind of dangerous, I'm kind of scared to drive like further out, especially whenever I don't even know, you know, and I don't want to put family members at risk either. So we're only going to do it in Santa this year, and hopefully people are able to come. And that's the only reason why I'm not gathering that many toys. So I wanted to sponsor like a classroom,
Uh-huh.
and then they were gonna put like Alegres Milagros on top of the classroom if we were able to donate to it, and that's why the school supplies are a thing.
That's nice.
Yeah, and then the bookshelf, as I wanted to be like a white or red bookshelf,
Uh-huh.
and then Alegres Milagros painted on there, like artsy,
Uh-huh.
artistic-y, you know, kinda. So I'm
¿Y
gonna
quién le va a hacer eso? ¿Quién va a hacer ese painting?
I mean, I don't know. I can probably ask somebody just to do like I can give them like a picture of like a cool little font, like a groovy font, you know, like on the side or on top of
the
it.
bookshelf, yeah.
Of the bookshelf. I'm pretty sure the bookshelf is not gonna get filled in, right?
Yeah.
But whatever we can give them is, I feel like once we reach the toy donation goal, I'm gonna make a book goal and then go from there.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited.
You're very organized.
Me?
That's a very organized like event.
Yeah, I'm an organized person, so I feel like that's
Even in general, the way you did the chart, you see how it's gonna be moving
yeah.
as you post, like it'll be moving, like it's filling in. And
I
I'm
have
like,
to-
that's really organized.
Yeah, so I have $75 right now that I need to go buy toys so I can update that chart, right? So I'm gonna go do that. And it's just it's not easy, guys. Like it's not.
It's a
I
lot of
have to-
work.
I'm already busy in general, and I still have to go do this stuff,
Yeah.
you know. So that's why on Amazon I added like books, you know, and some toys that were on sale because I don't want to add like a $30 toy when I know I wouldn't buy it.
Yeah.
Because it's just like a $5 minimum, you know. So I go to Dirt Cheap, I go to Five Below,
Yeah.
and there's some good toys there, you know. So yeah, Ross, Family Dollar.
Yeah.
Family Dollar is pretty expensive.
Really?
Yeah, they're like under
They're
like
not a
$20.
Oh,
Excuse me, no,
I thought they were.
no, not even the Dollar Tree is $1 anymore.
Really?
It's $1.25.
You know the only. Why do I don't think I've ever been to Family Tree.
Dollar Tree.
Yeah. Or
The green
Family
one.
Dollar.
Oh, I don't go to that Family Dollar is like the one in front of Chavez.
Oh. Oh yeah.
It's kind of pricey, don't you think, for toys?
Yeah. If it's that much, $20.
Yeah,
that's
like
crazy.
it's crazy. Like, so I'm just like, nah. For Black Friday,
Five Below. It's literally Five Below. There's nothing more than Five Below.
no, everything is like $5 and up. There's things that are
So Five Below.
no, there is things that are $5 and under, but it's like a really good store to go get toys for. So, like for 1 year for Christmas. Oh shit! Did this go off? Okay, well, actually, we're gonna just wrap it up before I get into a whole nother Christmas story. But with that being said, guys, don't forget to follow us, donate if you find it in your heart, and subscribe and like. If you want to comment, you can too.
Yes, and then send us your stories.
Send us your stories.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.